On one single day, humanity unlocked a power so destructive that the world would never be the same again. In just a few seconds, entire cities vanished, and history crossed a line that can never be erased. Shadows were burned into walls, and silence replaced the sound of life.
This is not just a story of war. This is the day the world changed forever.
By 1945, World War II had already consumed the planet. Millions were dead, and entire nations lay in ruins.
Europe had fallen silent, but the war was not over. In the Pacific, the fighting had reached its most brutal stage. Japan continued to fight with relentless determination. Every battle demanded an unimaginable number of lives.
The United States faced a terrifying question. How do you end a war when surrender seems impossible?
Hidden behind locked doors, a secret project was taking shape. A weapon the world had never seen before.
Brilliant minds were racing against time, turning science into something terrifyingly powerful.
The weapon was given a name, the atomic bomb. It promised to end the war or change the future forever. On the morning of August 6, 1945, the city of Hiroshima began like any other ordinary day. At 8:15 a.m., a single bomb fell from the sky. 43 seconds later, the sun came down to Earth. A blinding flash erased the city in an instant. Heat hotter than the surface of the sun consumed everything.
In seconds, tens of thousands were gone. Only shadows remained, burned forever into stone. Japan still did not surrender. And just 3 days later, another city was chosen.
On August 9, 1945, the bomb was dropped on Nagasaki.
Once again, the sky exploded in fire. A single moment destroyed an entire city.
Mountains saved some lives, but not enough. Survivors would suffer for years in silence.
The world waited in silence. No one knew what Japan would do next.
After days of devastation, the world waited quietly for what would come next.
Across Japan, people paused their daily lives, sensing that a historic moment was approaching.
The long conflict finally came to an end. A fragile peace settled over a wounded world.
The atomic bomb did more than end a global conflict. It marked the beginning of a completely new age. For the first time, humanity held the power to destroy itself entirely. Fear replaced certainty as nations entered an age shaped by unseen power. From that moment on, the future of the world would depend on wisdom, not force. Hiroshima and Nagasaki are more than names in history. They are reminders of a moment humanity can never undo.
They show us what happens when knowledge moves faster than wisdom. The scars may fade from the land, but the lesson remains carved into human memory. History does not ask us to remember in fear, but to choose a wiser path forward.